Hello, Kimmy, Tribe Friends, family, student. I'm gonna try something a little different today. I'm gonna record this here on my Zoom because it's got some cool features on it, and then get Sensei John or someone to get it up on YouTube and Facebook and all that for me. Um, because this has got some cool note-taking devices and everything. I think it's gonna work just great. I think we might even be able to get a transcript from here. Anyways, having said all that, what I wanted to talk to you today is about two of the most important black belt leadership principles. I talk about them a lot, so you're probably a little familiar, but I was thinking about them this morning and I was thinking about them a little differently. I was thinking about their relationship to each other and, of course, their relationship to us as pertains to our success, sanity, and happiness. And the first one I wanted to talk about is T, which I always say that you have to be very, very careful where you invest your T, because T stands for time, energy, and attention. And you see all of those things are being fought for all the time. Uh, Many things and many people want our time, energy, and attention. And what I'll say quickly about that is we need to make sure that we invest that time, energy, and attention on the people and things worthy of that time, energy, and attention. Today, I specifically wanted to talk about energy in this way. You know, there are people that unfortunately can just find the negative in any situation. And they are always complaining and always whining. And I don't mean to judge or um, or speak poorly of anyone. I really, really don't. I am speaking transparently because if you catch yourself doing that, you gotta change it quickly. And look, we all do sometimes, but you gotta catch yourself because no matter what happens, you know, it's better to negotiate it from a positive stance, better for you, better for your own sanity, success, and happiness, but also honestly for everybody around you. And that's really the message I want to send today is that you have to limit the amount of energy that you allow to be sapped by negative people and negative things. Also just negative, listening to negative things on media or whatever, right? Like, don't do that because you cannot help but allow that energy to permeate your energy. And again, don't hear what I'm not saying. Like, sometimes we got to help somebody, but we got to try to help somebody. And then if they choose not to help themselves and they have an excuse for every solution, then you know you got to move on so that the same doesn't happen to you. The second that I wanted to talk about today is win, and this is one. Uh, my wife made an interesting comment this morning that made me think of it because she said, she had had kind of a little bit brain cramp on something, and she said my my win got in the way of my win, and she specifically meant because I use win interchangeably for what's important next and what's important now. What's important next, of course, being a little bit of a planning tool. Like, okay, what's the next important thing? What it does is it helps us from becoming victims of analysis paralysis by focusing not on the whole project list, but what's important next. But then actually with Sensei Thomas, who's now Shihan Thomas of my tribe, who one time said, and what's important now. And I liked it and I applied it because we also got to be aware of, okay, where should my time, energy, and attention be applied right now? Because sometimes even things that are worthy of our time, energy, and attention aren't right now. So there's the relationship between those, the relationship between T and win as in now, but also there's a relationship between win and win. And that is, while what's important next is always important, don't let what's important now ever fall victim to it. Wherever you are, that's where you're at. You have to focus in the moment, act in the moment, be in the moment, and then move on to what's important next. I hope this has been useful. I think it was relatively succinct. I don't want to waste too much of your time, energy, and attention. And we all got to get on to what's important next. Prepare to live, empower to lead. I'm Shan Steve, and I'm grateful for you.